Fantasmic returns to Disneyland. A Magic Kingdom special event has sold out, and we may have an opening date for a popular Hollywood Studios ride. All the Disney Parks news from the week is coming up right now. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. This week we got some awesome new snacks to review for you, some big show news, ride updates, and everything you need to know if you're headed to Disney World during this busy Memorial Day week. So tickets for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party went on sale recently, and one date has already sold out. That is Halloween night. Of course, Halloween typically does sell out first, and then the dates closest to it follow. If you want to attend this seasonal after-hours event, we recommend grabbing those tickets sooner rather than later to secure your spot. We are seeing those tickets sell out faster than we did last year. The party is going to take place on select nights starting at 7 p.m. and running until midnight, with party guests able to enter the park as early as 4 p.m. Keep in mind that the party does not happen every night, only select nights between August 9th and October 31st. Rock and Roller Coaster has been closed for refurbishment since January 8th, 2024, but other than summer 2024, we weren't quite sure when it would be opening. And while Disney still hasn't made any official announcements yet, we did spot something on the Disney World app that makes us think we know when we can experience this coaster again. When looking at the refurbishment calendar that shows when rides will be closed on the app, we can see that Rock and Roller Coaster is still listed as being closed on July 26th, but when looking at the calendar for the 27th, Rock and Roller Coaster suddenly disappears. Now, of course, this could be a fluke on the app, which is something we've seen before, but July 27th is certainly summer, so it's also entirely possible that this is when the ride's going to reopen. This isn't any sort of confirmation that Rock and Roller Coaster will be open as of July 27th, but it is something to keep in mind if you're heading to Disney World this summer. The original Country Bear Jamboree gave its final performances on January 26th, 2024, with the new version set to debut in summer 2024, and Disney just shared a sneak peek. We got to look at Bunny, Bubbles, and Beulah in their new pink costumes. Also, for some reason, the bears are now wearing crop tops, and they're definitely an updated look from their previous kind of baby doll dresses. Since the bears are animatronics, they don't move like a live bear or a human would. Zippers, buttons, and seams are installed in lots of random places on their costumes to accommodate their bodies and mobility. Another thing that's added to the bears is a body protector to keep the animatronics from destroying their costume or themselves. The body protector is kind of a large spandex bodysuit, or as Sarah called it, a shapewear for bears. So Fantasmic is finally back in Disneyland. Fantasmic closed in April 2023 after the Maleficent Dragon animatronic in the show's climax caught fire, but the show finally returned last night on May 24th. There's a new battle scene between Sorcerer Mickey and Maleficent, along with the return of the Peter Pan sequence and new additions from Sleeping Beauty, Aladdin, and Tangled, along with updated special effects. There are going to be 2 showtimes daily at 9 p.m. and 10:30 p.m., and dining packages offering preferred viewing are now on sale. Not long after the installation of the Hatbox Ghost in the Haunted Mansion attraction at Magic Kingdom, we noticed that the floating candelabra in the endless hallway scene was missing. Just last month, we were beginning to worry that the change was permanent, but fortunately, we can gladly report that is not the case. This week, we rode the Haunted Mansion and noticed the floating candelabra is back in the endless hallway. Disney has announced that the Disney Vacation Club Lounge in Epcot, located above Journey into Imagination with Figment, will be temporarily closed for a scheduled refurbishment. The closure begins June 2nd and will last through July 13th, 2024. During that time, there will be a temporary DVC Lounge location set up at the Odyssey Pavilion in Epcot, so you can still get your AC. Contempo Cafe at Disney's Contemporary Resort has some brand new corn dog nuggets. The chili cheese corn dog nuggets are the classic nugs covered in queso, mustard, green onions, and house-made chili. You can get them for $10.79. It really is the best of both worlds with the normal corn dog nuggets and Disney's chili. You get a pretty good amount of corn dog nugs for the price, and they're smothered in the toppings. It makes the breading around the nuggets a little bit soggy, but it doesn't completely compromise the integrity. Overall, good snack that might have us leaving Magic Kingdom. This week we noticed that 2 Disney World hotels have started offering new filled croissants, so of course we had to go give them a try. We had the cookie one last week, don't forget. And this week we tried the PB&J croissant at Everything Pop. This is currently being offered at Pop Century for $5.79. Now, just as you might expect, this is a take on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in croissant form. Half the croissant is dusted with powdered sugar and the other has a berry-colored frosting and is dotted with dried berries. The croissant is stuffed full of whipped peanut butter and jelly. It's overstuffed, bursting at the seams. Now, the jelly is strawberries so if you prefer grape, beware. Other than how messy and challenging it is to eat, though, we found it to be one of the best versions of a PB&J that we've ever had. Next, we're heading over to Sassagoula. That is Floatworks and Food Factory at Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter. This is where you're going to find the Espresso croissant. Now, this is $4.49 and it is heavy. It was bigger than the plate it was served on. The outside is dusted with cocoa powder and espresso glaze, and the croissant is flaky, buttery, and delicious, and that cream inside has a nice coffee flavor, but it is pretty sweet. It's a good dessert for someone who likes a splash of coffee with their cream and sugar. The filling is less like the whipped peanut butter in the PB&J croissant and more like a buttercream frosting. It's very good, but also very rich and very sweet. These croissants are a great price for what you get, and they can make good quick breakfasts or tasty afternoon snacks or even desserts. Over at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, you're going to find Roaring Fork, their quick service restaurant, serving up 3 brand new sandwiches. The focaccia caprese for $9.49 is made with fresh mozzarella, tomato, basil aioli, and a balsamic reduction on fresh focaccia bread. It is packed with fresh mozzarella. The bread is baked perfectly with plenty of olive oil flavor on top and a spongy texture, and the basil aioli and balsamic reduction add some great flavor with a sweetness that balances the peppery arugula on the sandwich. And it is very, very huge, definitely shareable and a great deal. The most basic quote-unquote of the new sandwiches is the grilled cheese for $9.29, but this is anything but basic. It's got a 4-cheese blend, bacon, and crispy onion straws on fresh sourdough bread. It's a great grown-up grilled cheese. We love the addition of crispy onions as an added crunch. And last but not least is the smoked sausage for $10.49. This is accompanied with braised peppers and onions on a French roll. Now, the smoked sausage is one of the best we've had in Disney World. It's juicy and the casing has a good snap as you bite into it. The peppers were very fresh, not too soggy. The roll is where this sandwich is lacking, unfortunately. It's sturdy, but just a little too much bread in the ratio. We recommend adding mustard or another condiment of your choice to fix this. Overall, we enjoyed the focaccia caprese the most, but I think all 3 of these are solid new options. We got a fun little reader tip about a new menu item at Trails End in Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort. The Buckaroo bread is $12.99, served warm from the grab-and-go area. And if you've ever made monkey bread, this is a very similar dish, kind of like a pull-apart biscuit cinnamon situation. It's a biscuit dough coated in butter and cinnamon sugar and baked on top of a caramel that coats the bottom of the pan. Unsurprisingly, this is delicious and would easily serve 3 to 4 people as a sweet treat after a meal or a very sweet breakfast. It is kept nice and warm and should definitely be eaten while it's still warm. Just trust me. This has the perfect amount of ooey gooey goodness in the middle with the top and edges nice and crusty and brown. The cinnamon flavor here is not too strong and it's balanced well with that butter and caramel, very rich. It's fun to eat and to share and a good price for the amount you get. Creature Comforts in Animal Kingdom has a brand new Moana-inspired dessert for $6.79. The Fear the Kookaburra Brownie Mousse is a chocolate brownie topped with coconut pineapple mousse encased in a chocolate coconut piñata. The coconut flavors in the mousse pair really well with this brownie. We also like the crunch that the piñata gives when you bite into it. However, there is something you do need to fear about this snack. The purple will stain your hands and your mouth. The inside of the mousse is filled with a creamy gel with bits of pineapple, which is delicious, though the brownie could use a little more flavor since it's more of a cakey brownie than a fudgy one. The signature, read fancier, dining restaurant Tiffins in Animal Kingdom has a new, very expensive burger. The Tiffins signature burger is made of an in-house burger blend, aged cheddar, demi-glace, and a Parker House roll served with seasoned waffle fries and costs $28. Seems like a pretty steep price for a burger and fries, right? So we decided to put it to the test. The chef recommended a medium rare temperature for the burger, and the aged cheddar comes through first of all the flavors, followed by the in-house burger blend of spices that makes up the meat. We got a hint of the charred grilling to the burger, but it wasn't overpowering or distracting from the rest of how the burger tastes, and it certainly didn't make the burger like a hockey puck toughness. We do have to admit it was a little on the saltier side, but the Parker House roll bun was perfect, the perfect choice for this one because it gives just enough sweetness to balance out that savoriness of the meat. The seasoned fries complemented the burger well, and the dipping sauce was a perfect accompaniment. While it is a heftier price, we left pretty satisfied with the taste and portion size and quality of this dish, and it easily makes our short list of great items to eat here. So a new sign has appeared near the Mickey and Friends sign at Communicore Hall. This sign says Festival Favorites. Now that name is familiar because in the past, Festival Favorites was a festival booth that served up favorite menu items from past festivals. Our first thought is that this is a new permanent location option for a festival favorites booth or maybe a quick service, especially as we noticed it's right across from an area with new seating. We also spoke with cast members who hinted this would be a food booth, but Disney has not officially confirmed anything yet, so we'll let you know when they do. If you're going to be in Disney this week, prepare for crowds and some hot weather. This past week was a little quiet in the parks, but with Memorial Day on Monday, expect to see larger crowds through the weekend. With larger crowds comes a more expensive Genie Plus, as more guests means more demand for this line skipping service. Expect prices over $25. If it's busy enough through this 3-day weekend, we could see it creep closer to the $30 to $35 range. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 90s this weekend, and there's a little chance of rain so far this week. Pack plenty of sunscreen, but be prepared for some pop-up showers. Disney Springs just debuted its new drone show, Dreams That Soar, last night, and this show will have 2 showings nightly, 9 p.m. and 10:45 p.m. through September 2nd. If you find yourself in Disney Springs on Memorial Day, you've got another shot at the incredibly popular Homecoming brunch. Typically, brunch is available at Homecoming on Saturdays and Sundays from 9 to 1, but it'll also be offered on Monday, May 27th, in celebration of the holiday weekend. Good luck getting that reservation. Now, if you love this content and want even more help planning with your trip, you'll want to check out our Everything bundle that has every single one of our DFB guides together over at dfbstore.com. Buying them all bundled together is going to save you 55%, and you can use code YouTube to get an even bigger discount. A new popcorn bucket has debuted in Disney Springs. This is the Donald Duck Munchling popcorn bucket, now available at popcorn carts in the west side area of Springs. The bucket comes in 2 pieces, the Donald popcorn piece, which actually holds the popcorn, and the white and red bucket portion that slides off and is held by the strap. You can get it for $20. That's it for the news this week, everybody. If you want news every single day in your inbox, be sure to sign up for our newsletter. It's totally free, and the link to sign up is down in the description. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Vlog, and we'll see you real soon.